One of Beethoven's students once asked him, "Why is your Eighth Symphony not as popular as your Seventh Symphony?" And Beethoven famously answered, "Because the Eighth is so much better." So this really shows me that Beethoven was never wanting to be popular. He wanted to touch people and to touch his audience and to say something with his music. But if they didn't want it, he didn't care. And that's the radical way of his music that I also find always so intriguing. There's never a middle way with Beethoven. It's either this or that or nothing. And I think that also makes him still played today because he is so radical. You probably remember when I talked about the Second Symphony, and I said that the Second Symphony and the Eighth Symphony are his two kind of most happy symphonies, in the sense that it doesn't seem that they have a lot of problems, even though he's still radical. But as a matter of fact, the Eighth Symphony was composed at a time for Beethoven where he was very unhappy, because he was completely deaf and he had a lot of problems with his family. There was some problems with his brother and a marriage and a court case, and that he was rather involved in. He didn't have many friends, partly I think because he isolated himself more and more because of his condition, but also his love life never blossomed. And at this point in life, I truly think that on many levels he had in some ways given up. But the point is that he never gives up in his music. So when you come into someone who is deadly ill, maybe in the terminal phase, when you come into the room on the hospital to a person like that, what do you say? You don't start out by talking about death and saying, "I'm so sad you're dying." That's not what you do. Often you try not to touch the theme directly. And in my opinion, this Eighth Symphony, many people have asked, why is this symphony so happy when he is so unhappy? I think the reason is very clear. Beethoven here is this terminal patient in some way who just want to talk about everything else than death.